Hello everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. I am Fifi, and in today's video we are going to be looking at self-discipline, how to maintain it, the benefits of self-discipline, and why in most cases we tend not to have self-discipline. So yeah, let's get right into it. Firstly, self-discipline really helps to train you to do things in a more controlled and habitual way. And the more you do of that, the familiar it gets. I don't want to say easy. It doesn't get easy. It gets familiar. And the more things are familiar, the easier for you to be comfortable with them. For one to attain a state of discipline, one needs to train yourself to do things in a more controlled and habitual way. That means being able to go through something and see it to finish, and train yourself to be diligent and consistent while doing it. Throughout the years, I've come to realize that discipline is a skill. However, it is not an innate skill. It is a skill that we learn as we go along. In order for one to be able to improve their lives, you need to really be in that state whereby you teach yourself the skill. It's not an easy skill to come with because, we all know that if we had it our way, everything would just be easy and just not require any effort whatsoever. But then, for things to move forward in life and for you to move from one point to the next, you need to understand that there needs to be some effort that is applied. And discipline is actually one of those skills that you harness in order for you to really build that muscle within you. And hopefully what I'm about to share now would be some of the things that would really help you and assist you in really developing that muscle and just getting on with really harnessing self-discipline in your own life. Firstly, I would like for us to address why we do not have self-discipline. One of the reasons we don't have self-discipline is because we run away from the things that we deem hard to do, the things that we deem difficult and uncomfortable. And we would rather replace those with distractions of the things that we are familiar with, the things that are easy for us to do, and the things that are within our comfort zone. But then in the long run, that tends to leave us stagnant because, let's face it, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you'll get the same results over and over and over again, and you realize that it's really not helping you progress forward into other things or other challenges that would actually help in your way into getting whatever it is that you want to get. The first thing that I would suggest that you do is to set small goals, small, easily attainable goals. The more you start small, it makes it easier for you to really get into the swing of things and enjoy the little benefits that comes with knowing that you have ticked the boxes. And the more you tick these boxes, the more self-confidence you build in yourself and more self-esteem to enable yourself to move forward and maybe, who knows, as time goes on, take on other bigger, chunkier goals. Secondly, I would suggest that you get acquainted with your weaknesses, and by that, I really don't mean for you to dwell on your weaknesses. I'm saying be or recognize those things that are weaknesses to you and really just move them aside, chuck them, delegate them, do whatever with them that would make sure that you don't get demotivated, because the more you concentrate on your weaknesses, the more you would find it even much difficult for you to get disciplined. The third thing on the list is to learn to prioritize. And by that, I would like to also just maybe pair it with the first tip that we have, which is set small goals. With your prioritization now is be careful not to plump everything all in one basket and expect to do everything in a millisecond. That would definitely demotivate you, and it would take the discipline out of the window. So the idea is to just come with your goals and chuck them into smaller chunks and prioritize those smaller chunks. And with every chunk that you do, you can move to the next. Every chunk that you do, you can move to the rest. Don't try and pile everything at one go and expect for everything to be done. That is a sure way for you to really just stop with trying to discipline yourself along the way. And number 4, I would suggest that you put your plans, your goals, or whatever it is that you want to be disciplined in where you can see them, because the more you see them, the easier it is for you to really just say, what else can I do on this list? What else can I do on my plans? And it would make it easier for you to just remember it all the time. As long as it is somewhere whereby is visible, then it would make it easier. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. So the idea is to just come back and say the things that I want to achieve, the things that I want to emphasize more discipline on are things that I need to be seeing at least once a day, which brings us to number 5, of which it is, if you are unable to get yourself in that motivated state of just going on and doing it, look at that list that we spoke about just now and just say, I'm going to count. For example, I'm going to count to 6 and get to it, and literally go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump straight into it. You will find that it really alleviates a lot of second guessing yourself and a lot of double thinking as to say, should I do this, should I not do this, should I do this, should I not do this. So the idea is to just count it down and just get right straight into it. By far, I think number 6 would be the one that really picks you up when you're feeling those dips into this journey of self-discipline. And that would be, remember why you started. You know, with every goal that you have, instead of just putting the goal down, you need to also just understand why you are doing what you are doing. And your why should be so compelling and so emotionally driven that when you find yourself not being able to really get on with it, remember why you started. You know, find that reason to get you back to being disciplined in whatever it is that you are doing. And the last one on how you can really teach yourself discipline would be to find someone, to find a friend, to find somebody that you really trust, that would be able to hold you accountable, like literally hold your hand throughout this whole thing. And who knows, you can actually even maybe buddy up with them and pair up, and you hold them accountable, they hold you accountable, and you just make it a very nice close-knit that support structure that would really just put you on your way to getting discipline back into your life. That was the little that I have on self-discipline in this video for you. I really hope you enjoyed it and you've picked up some nuggets, and hopefully going forward you would really see the value of self-discipline in your own life. And I would really like to know from you in the comments below as to say, what is it that you value when it comes to self-discipline? How is it improving or benefiting your life? I would really, really, really love to hear from you. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed and you feel the nudge to, please do subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that. And for everyone else that is coming back, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Let's go out there and practice some more self-discipline in order for us to just move our goals and get ourselves to the success that we want to achieve in our lives. And yeah, as always, I will see you on my next upload.